The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Hi, Basil Chapman on this Tuesday, the 4th of November. We're looking at the Dow, down 137 at 47,198. So, let me just run all the numbers and then I'll go through the technicals. Look at the Chapman Wave Inside Track Repellent Zone in the weekly chart. It's in a leg C, and we've got a reversal, but that doesn't mean anything because, look, the technicals are all very strong. All right, let's get on with this. We're looking at Dow down 145 at 47,192. S&P is down 41 at 68.10. It was down almost double. It was down to the 67, 66 level. This is a fabulous comeback. Let's go to the QQQ, NDX 100, trading down 5.75 at 66.30. Now, that is, you see, this is a peak C. There's a chance now there's a case to be made. I said I'd do it later. I'll do it now. C1, C2, because it was just under the previous high, but I can't do that with some of the others. So I put a plus sign saying, well, that acts like a D. You had a little nick in the one of the technicals, and that says, yep, they could have been a double top of sorts. And look, here's the QQQ. It's a little different because why? 1, 2, 3. Because it. Oh, did I just do that on the QQQ? What did I do on the S&P? I didn't. Look, S&P has an alternate count because this Chapman Wave Instant Restart says that the pullback to 6557.58 earlier in October didn't take out the starting point. So this could be a continuation pattern. I have every reason to be able to say that is a potential F/C alternate count. But in the Dow, I'm going to have to do it now. The Dow, I can't do that. In the same way, because I can't make a peak C1, C2 because there is no C2. So this is either a G/C. Now, if you go back, I'm going to do it now. If you go back to 2024 to December, I think I went through this yesterday. If you go through that peak C right here, December, looking at December there, it turned out to be a peak C minus, because it failed at 45,073. This is the all-time high, failing at the third highest peak. There's no other way I could count it. Look, E, and then you can have F/G, F/A, and then a G/B, but there's never an H. So that has to be a C. So that failed at a C minus, and he went from 45,073 to 41,844 on the 13th of January, special day. And look at this, comes right back up and goes to a peak D, A, B, C, D, perfect D at 45,054 on the 31st of January. Unfortunately, we did get a short soon after that. But now what we're looking at is something a little different, because scrolling across, sorry for making you giddy. I can give this an alternate count. That one, there was no other count. So this is a G/C. It can be a G/C. And remember, G/C very often goes to a D. Very, very often. When I say very often, I don't mean 60%. I mean something like 70%. Look, you just saw that right here. Look, in the 1 minute chart, there's your instant restart at peak D. It goes to E, F, G/C, pulls back and goes to a D, and now it's starting to pull back. So all I can say is you have to deal with what you've got, and you in the Chapman Wave methodology, it's the waveform that never sleeps. There's an alternate count, but you have to meet criteria. You can't form fit. Otherwise, what's the point of any technique? So I haven't form fit. What I said is this could be this could be right here. This inside track repellent zone is very potent. I can't ignore it. The MACD has turned down quite sharply, but it hasn't gone negative. The relative strength has been pulling back from even before that high that was made on the 29th of October. And the stochastic is now under 80%. The relative strength, as I say, pulls back, but the 9-period moving average is flat. It hasn't even, the green 9 and the black 14-period moving, they haven't even turned down yet. I can't fight that. So I've taken a little insurance for my subscribers just to say, hey, I just want to be careful. We've got long positions. We've actually taken, this is the most cash we've had in a long time. And there's a reason for it, because I believe that there are certain stocks that I love, that we are in positions, but we've got a very small left and we want to add to them. We didn't add on that big sell-off in October. It was a misfortune because I should have done it. It would have been a nice trading position, could have had extra profits even from some of the positions. I'll go through them in a moment. So I did want to, now I've gone through that. Let's go to the IWM, the Russell 2000. Now that's a little weaker. It's down 2 at 243.40. It's making this archway. It's within the rectangle formation. There's a pattern that I call the arch that goes to just under, right on or just under, or sometimes even just above the previous major high, and then it rolls over, and you've got to be careful. So this is the one, to me, that has the most sensitivity, and I'm just treating it as it is right now, holding key support above 240. If it goes to 239, the IWM, that's a big problem. Let's just quickly go to the SMHs because they are so important. They were down about 9 points before. They went to 355.80. They're now at 360.21, down about 6 points. It's not great. And then there's no other way I can count this but a peak C at 372.78. Is it going to make that? Doesn't have to be a requisite peak D, but it's the invariable thing, especially at all-time highs. Hardly ever fail under a peak D, and this could be failing, but I'm watching it very closely. All right, so this is, you can forget about everything else, but other than this particular pattern now that I want to show you. Oh, I did this on the, okay, let's just get out of there. Right here, and that is coming up. This is a Chapman wave dark clouds. Okay, there it is. Chapman wave dark news cloud cover using the Dow daily. I said we've made an internal high. I don't know if we're going to bounce to make a residual high, but there was that resistance level. I'm just watching it because now I think we're just starting to see some news that could turn out to be the cover that allows the market to go down with the media just drumming whatever the theme is, tariffs, whatever it is. I don't care. But we haven't quite got there. We've got a little couple of dark clouds, but we haven't yet got the big cloud cover. What is a good entry point for PLTR? Let's just do that right now. So I had a note last, was it PLTR? That did 222. PLTR, Palantir Technologies. Oh, I always do that. Change the chart, and then you'll get the right thing. Click on this chart on the left, the daily chart. Palantir right now is trading at down 14 at 192.23. So I had, excuse me, I had a note last night asking if a round number can count overnight, and I say as long as it's there, yes. Evidently, I can't believe it. It hit 222. Am I correct? That's what you said, right? Yeah, it hit 222 and in leg C, and now it's dropped very sharply. I'll be back in a moment. Basil Chapman, Target Ignition's hour. Dow's only down 112. Not bad.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Of strength coming in. So Palantir down 15 at 192.22. That is a peak C in the daily chart, leg D in the weekly chart, and a leg G/C in the monthly chart. I don't see any reason why it can't pull back regardless of what this peak C is. Will it take out the 169.42 low that was made on the 22nd of October? I don't know if this is the move that does it, but at some point, maybe it does. Is there enough strength here after a good earnings report and something's disappointing? Maybe it's just overbought. That's all. A sell on the news. That's all. And maybe it goes to, on a print basis, it goes to 207.53 for a leg D. But I'm looking at this and I'm saying, you deserve some kind of a digestive phase. Technology develops data fusion platforms. It's in the sweet spot. Not today. That's all. So let's just go to this. I want you to go look at the TLT. TLT comes all the way down from the 92.19. How many double tops have we seen in this market recently? 92.19 on the 21st of October, and then 92.18, 1 penny less. Was it 92.19? Yeah, 92.19, 92.18. So it goes 92.19 and then 92.18, and it takes a tumble. These double tops are potent. 92.18. TLT comes all the way down to 89.42, and a little bit of a bounce today. The weeklies in leg E. Let's go to the TBT. The monthly chart is still horrible. TBT made a peak B if there's no new high after today, recovery high. But look at that. It made this bottom. Remember the bottom that was made back in April, I think was at the low of the market. It went to 31.17. This is the yield. It goes down to 31.17, screams up to 39.70 on the week of the 23rd of May. And then what does it do? Remember the low that was made right here at 31.17? Well, look what it did. It went last week, the low was 31.69. So let me just type that in, 31.17, 31.17, 31.69, 31.69. Okay, so it hit the 200-period moving average for 3 weeks, and now it's popped up. I'm going to be watching this because I do think it becomes another factor if, in fact, there is some selling coming in soon. Question came, that was, wait, what was the question? Palantir? No, was that the question? Ew. Palantir. Yeah, I think that was the question. Let me just check here. So we can try to, okay. Thanks, Tony. Okay, then we go on. Now, Basil, what is a good entry? Oh, the question, I didn't answer the question. A good entry on Palantir, I would do it in stages at this particular point. And a good first entry would be at today's low of 185.56. Of course, now it's at 192.83. Have a little patience. I don't think you do have Palantir, Peaky. So I'm just going to say this is Zip. So Zippy, I'm going to look at this and say, because this is a leg D in the weekly chart, and because it is overbought, and it's just had really, from what I understood, it was quite good news in terms of all the different areas, EBITDA, everything that you look for. I'm just going to say that anywhere between it's at 193.30, anywhere between 190 and 183 would be a tiptoe in. How about that? And then let's just work on it together, because I personally, for my subscribers, we do not have it. We've spoken about it forever. It's still look at this weekly 9-period moving average over the 14. It would have to go to 142. It's at 193 right now to get that green 9-period moving average to go pink under the 14-period moving average. So this is still a work in progress to say whether or not it's going to have a serious decline, because everything so far is positive. So would you get in right now? I think it's a little too soon, because it needs its digestive phase. So you might miss it, but I'm just saying, you asked me for an entry. I'm saying the safest entry would be a dip in the next 5 sessions below 190.50, just a tad in the 190s, but preferably under 190 and between 190 and 183. And then and this is a position that if you're going to put a stop in, the reason why I was saying a small position, just a tiptoe in, is because you do want to stop. I would even have that stop quite wide at 180 just to start off with. Now, what if you missed it? What if Friday, we're looking at the Friday's close after all that's going on, Palantir is actually at 198 to 202. What happens then? All I can say is that I still believe it's going to have some kind of a digestive phase in November, but you might not get it at the lows that I'm talking about. We'll have to reassess. But you're talking about an entry, and I'm saying a safe entry after such a spectacular move. I'd have to have a little patience. Hope that helped you. Same thing the question came in about Iran. Basil, this has been a monster. I'd like to add to it on a dip. Where would you add? Whoa, that's a tough one. Where would you add to Iran? This is next generation data centers, renewable energy GPUs. This is one of the very few that actually in the AI and the data center group has good earnings. Look at this. It made an all-time high yesterday, 75.73, and I thought, are we going to watch a double top? 74.15 on the 15th of October, drops very sharply to the 46s, and then screams back up to 75.73 yesterday. Today it was down. The low was 63.30, I think. Yeah, 63.30. And now it's at 72. So we've taken a little bit off. Our position started at 22.80 back in August, end of August, and I would like to add to it, but I don't know how to do that, because this is getting a little toppy market-wise, just as a chart. Look what happens with I should talk about this. Today's Tuesday. It's not even technical Friday. All right, you got your cup formation. You got your Chapman wave inside track repellent zone, the falling axe formation, and you broke above it, and you broke in the cup formation. I couldn't put in the Chapman wave inside wedge target resistance line because there wasn't a trough, so it just did it. And then it closed under the 74.15 level. So that made me a little cautious, and I almost wanted to say we've taken a little bit off. I mean, we've had fantastic gains, obviously, from the 22s to the 74s, but I didn't know what to do in terms of new positions. On one hand, I'd love if today's low of 63.30 continued into the close today, and tomorrow we dipped to this candle low right here of the 30th of October, 57.28, and then we rallied and closed very nicely. I said, whoa, cup and handle. Now you can trade it for the third time to go to 75s. I don't know what to do. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to hold off right now. I'll think about it through the show. I'll come back to it. This is Iren, I-R-E-N, trading up 4 now at 71.70. I'll be back.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Folks, I just wanted to show you here's the 1 minute in the S&P E-mini. Look, it went to a peak D. I remember that I said the G/C very often goes to a D. It did go to D. Then it pulled back. Look at the 9-period moving average. This is the 1 minute chart. Think of this as a daily, 5 minute as a weekly, and the 10 minute as a monthly. And look, it held the 9-period moving average. That was a really positive sign. They went peak A, peak B, C, and now we've just made a D. But that 9 is still holding very well. When it goes pink and the price goes a little bit lower than that, then you've got to say, all right, maybe now you get your pullback. Still only a single leg A to the upside, and the MACD is strong. The stochastic and the 5 minute chart is at 94%. Wow. I mean, that is really something. Was that a trap, a bull trap, a bear trap this morning? When the market pulled back so sharply, and now it's coming back with the Dow down only 94 after being down over 400 points. S&P down 35. I'm watching it closely, and that's the reason why I said we're taking something off. We're getting rid of one particular stock that was just it gave us nice profits. At one point, it gave us great profits, and then we took it, and then we haven't even touched it since then, just held the core position. I don't need to hold it like a mutual fund. We're out of it. It'll come back. We'll come back into it. I think it will go to its IPO soon after IPO high, but now it's just in the doldrums. So we've raised quite a lot of cash. I'm looking to buy, but at the same time, very selectively. And the positions that we have, I love. So I want to add to those positions. This is one of those. I ran. And it's trading now up 332 at 71. I'm just watching it. It looks to me like there's a chance. Look, the MACD didn't cross positive, not yet. Still a little bit negative. Stochastic still way down 55%. I'm just going to say the risk right now is a little bit too much. Why? Because I think it could make a little double top, third time at the 75 level, or maybe even 76, slightly higher, and then pull back. So I don't know. I love this. I love the stock. Right now, if you're looking out for the rest of the year, that's different. Then I say right now at 70.80 thing, just start a little position and don't even have a stop on this because it should go to higher highs. But I can't do that. So let's just move on. Here we are, moving on. So this is going to be very interesting. Why? Because look at Bitcoin. I've been warning about this. I've been saying the dreaded H pattern. I think it's going to take out that left side low. It's tough for me because for subscribers, we're in the IBIT. This is the iShares. This goes back to a year ago. Exactly. 11/5/24. Exactly a year ago, we got in at 39.15. And we've taken really nice profits all the way up. And then I just said ever since I said, I don't want to short, but I think we've made some kind of a top confirmed by the 71.82 high of the 1st of October, which was a leg D, which went to a peak D. And I said, I think we're coming back. I drew this in and I said, this might be a little bit too long. I think it's going to be a shorter time frame, but I'm going to draw it in. And it says that by the end of November, beginning of December, we should be testing the low of the week of the 27th of June, which is at 56.33. So it was pretty much a double. Not quite, but almost a double, right? Going maybe 92%. A very, very nice position. And now we've given back a chunk, but we've only given back a chunk because we've kept a small position, and I'm happy with that. That's just fine with me. We can add to it at some point, but I've been warning the 200-period moving average was the target today. It hit that. The target was right in the daily chart. This is IBIT, the iShares for Bitcoin, 59.08. It's trading right now at 59.18, having hit 58.32. Leg C, D, is it going to be a tough D to bounce? I don't know. All I know is that Bitcoin itself was acting. So question came in, is Ethereum different to Bitcoin? Well, the chart is not different. It's just as bad. It's pulling back. It made that double top high, 45.79 peak G. That was in August. Pulls back, makes a cup formation, can't get back to the high. Drops all the way down to 35, in the 35 area, and then screams up to 45. I think that was 44.84. Less than a point away from the previous high. There's your double top. And it pulls back very sharply. And here it is at 32.33. I have to tell you, Ethereum doesn't look any different to me than the others. I should draw this in from here. And I'll tell you where this support level is. We're on it. So if we go to if Ethereum closes under 30 in the next week, I'd say be real careful. But I am looking at this and I'm saying, there are areas that seem to me to have rotational support. UNH, did someone ask me about UNH? United Health having a nice bounce it up, 91 cents at 334.70, went to the 200-period moving average. Look how important this is. You just have to put these technical indicators in. You don't have to even use them until they warrant it. Did I have to even talk about the 200-period moving average for months? No, it hasn't been there forever. And from way, way high up in the 400s or 300s. Look, it went to a peak D right on the 200-period moving average on the 28th of October at 3. Good grief. I saw it and I forgot to put that in. 381 round number high. And where is it right now? It's at 334, and it made a low today of 327. What was yesterday's low? Let's have a look at that. 326.60. All right, so that round number worked beautifully, didn't it? So let's just put this in order right here. Okay, now let me just quickly glance at the Dow. A lot of minuses, NVIDIA. Look at this NVIDIA chart. So, I didn't have the courage. 212.19, 29th of October, pulls back, makes the cup formation, beautiful cup formation within the rectangle. That's the one that goes like an arch or a dreaded H to 211.34. Today it's at 201.75. The low today was 200.90. So I didn't have the courage. I wanted to do it, and I thought, I can't mess around with that right now. I do want to do it, but have patience. I wanted to get the NVD. Yeah, that's the short position. In the 30s. It was at about 34 something, and now it's at 36.03. My thinking was, let this just play out. There'll be plenty of time. If this is going to be a deeper correction, I think NVIDIA is going to pull back, and it'll give you plenty of opportunity to get short. Anyway, Dow's down now, 75, not bad. S&P's down 35 over the weekend.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. an amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the fund involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
We're back, and on my screamer list here, these are stocks under $10 that suddenly pop up, and they're doing very well. Let me just go backwards. I want to do the other one first, but I'll do this. This is, and I can't see. Let me just have a look at this. Yeah, look, you see this chart on the right? You see this long wick? And Cytomax. Cytomax. I don't know if I've got this right. It's so hard to see because of this bluish, dark bluish background. I don't know why they do that instead of make it white, and you can see the trade station names of the stocks. I think it's called Cytomax Therapeutics. Look at this. You see this inverted Chapman wave, inverted, huge, one of the biggest I've seen, certainly in percentage terms, candle. That's an inverted Chapman wave Roman candle. It's a long wick. At any point, if it ever gets on a weekly basis, it closes into, I'm going to go weekly, usually I'll go daily, I'd go, because it's a monthly chart, I'm going to go on a weekly basis. If it can close above 440, then there's a really good chance that in this move, it can actually go to the high of 585. So let me see, what is it? What does Cytomax, that's what I'm going to put in and see what happens. Cyto, M, capital X, Therapeutics do. Is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company that develops pro-body therapeutics, a novel class of conditionally activated biologics. Okay. Undruggable, enable treatment for previously undruggable targets. Oh, man, that's fantastic. All right. Well, it's doing it so nicely. Look. So here's your low in the weekly chart, peak A, peak B, peak C, and it's in leg D. In the daily chart, here's your low, A, B, C, goes to a D, and then it has an inside AB. No, you can't count that, so that's okay. Yeah, look, and then it makes this high. Oh, very interesting. So it's trading right now at 412. The key support on a very short-term basis is 352 to 348. But if it's able to close anywhere in the 433 area, then you start to include not just the weekly chart, but that monthly. So this is really quite exciting. I've had so many of these CABA, so many of these Cavaletta Bio Inc. Gave back a huge move the other day. Look at that move from the 200-period moving average of 261 to 363. 367, and it's given back a chunk. But these, they give back, they give you, they give back. It's amazing how many of these small biotechs are popping up now. All right, so let me just go back to this. I got carried away there. Sorry, I'm going back to the question I had, which was, oh, Basil, you never did the GDX. I'm sorry, the GDX, which is the gold miners, had a target. My target initially was sooner to get to the 67.26 area. It got so close, it went to 68.13, and then it bounced. But I've now got a different from this candle right here. I've got a Chapman wave inside wedge target support line, and that takes you to the 67.26 level by November the 7th. All right. So that's in a couple of days' time. Can it hit it? Well, today it's down 222 at 69.08. So what I've done is there are positions that we've had. We got in beautifully, and they did fantastically. And then I whittled away as they went to highs. Now we've kept a kind of just a small position. For instance, CDE, we got in just under 8, screamed up to 23.61. We took real nice gains. Now I'm just trying to keep that little position as a kind of a bellwether to tell me what's happening. It just went under the left side, right side price time match of the low of the 9th of September, 14.15. Today's low is 13.96. It just took it out. So I'm watching this. It's sell mode for a while now in the daily. It took over a company, NGD, I think, yesterday. So that was not good news for it. Sometimes they go up, sometimes they go down. When they take over, they're going down. And now you've got almost a sell signal in the weekly chart. This is core mining. And same thing in the gold. We've taken quite a bit off the gold. We've got very little left. And I'd just like to add to it. I just kept it because I think it's important to keep your eye on the ball. And right now, it's in a sell mode in the daily chart, but the weekly hasn't even given a sell signal from that peak D top. All right, so now a couple of things. Before we get to a break, I want to do a couple of things here. Questions came in like Microsoft. So we still have a little bit of Microsoft left from the 338 level, screams up to 553 all-time high with a 550 opening round number high on the 28th of October. Here it is with the low today of 507.84. I mean, this is what happens in rectangle formations. They can stay in the rectangle for a while. Look, double top, 555.45. Week of the 1st of August, slumps down to the just under 500, then goes right back to 553.72. Double top failure because all the technicals are starting to fail. So that's a problem. Amazon, AMZN. Here we go. Here's your peak C. There's no other way I can count it. This, the way I'm looking at it, it should try for a peak D, a leg D, sorry, above the 258.60 high of yesterday. Today's low was 249.65. It still looks like it wants to get there. Everything's very positive. So I'm saying this is a very select market right now. One other thing that I want to look at. Oh, question came in about, of course, I should have known that. Robinhood. Robinhood is down 4.69 at 142.32. So a question came in, where would you add to in Robinhood? So we have a little bit left in the position that we had at 16 and 16 something, right? And then it ran all the way to 153 round number open, making 153.86 on the 6th of October, then tumbles down to 120 and then has a spike up to this 150 level. And now it's kind of pulling back. And I just think it's in the same kind of rectangle formation as many of these. The rectangle very often resolves itself to the downside. I'm just thinking that this is still in play, but your two sectors that I correlate very much to buying to the volume of trades would be in the gold, silver, and in the Bitcoin, and those are failing. So I think that you will see a diminished. There's earnings tomorrow. So my thing here is that I wouldn't be surprised if everything's fantastic, but the outlook says something. There's one little facet within the conference call that just the market doesn't like it. And I'm just saying, if Robinhood drops in by Friday, if it's closing under 132, let's make it 130. Under 130, I think it's in for a couple of weeks of digestive action. And I would not be surprised if the 120.88 is going to be revisited. That was the low of, that was October the 20-something, October the 22nd. Upside, wow, if there's a fantastic earnings and everybody, everything is positive, if it closes over 152, it could retest the all-time high. That would be fantastic. I'll be back in a moment. Basil Chapman, Tiger News is out. Dow's down 148, S&P's down 44.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pros pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
So I just want to show you, look, here's your peak E in the 1-minute chart, and look at the on-balance volume, the exact high right there, and it turns around and now it's down, so it's a sell mode in the 1-minute chart. I wanted to show you something just quickly. It's not Technical Friday, but this is something I always keep in mind. You see this rally right here? I look to see the low bar. If the low bar started above the starting point of the previous one, I say, you know what? I can keep this as a continuation pattern. And it's this I don't want to talk about it in too technical terms, but if this could be a G/B and become a G in the 5-minute chart, if it takes out 68 25. Go under 68.25. This will be some kind of at least a short-term top in the 5-minute chart, and you've already got a leg D at the 200-period moving average in the weekly. The other thing I wanted to do just before we go to the break, you're going to go to Steve Rhodes, check out my opening call, my daily newsletter. We've done some nice things there. We've actually started a caution position today. We'll see if that's going to work. Now, I just wanted to mention that AI, everyone's talking about AI. The end of the world is coming because of AI. I want to talk about that, and I'll talk about it over the next few days. But basically, I wanted to say it's going to be the energy usage that creates this big major turndown that will come in AI. Yes, certain positions in AI are going to pull back right now, but the big one that everyone keeps talking about, that comes, can you imagine with all the computing that you can do locally, just regular folks, multiply that by everybody, and then add all the businesses. I don't know who's going to give you the energy. I don't know how it's going to work. At some point, it will fail, but it will fail because of overuse. That's the way I'm looking at it, but not yet. Right now, short term, yes, you could see a pullback. So with that said, I'm going to hand you over to Steve Rhodes. If the Dow closes down more than more than 210 at 1:30, if the Dow is down more than 210, expect a weak close. I'm watching this very closely. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you tomorrow.